Hello, welcome back. This is the second part of the Woman Special Cardigan. I hope that you all made the homework that I gave you because today we are going to continue with the next steps. Here, I'm going to review. Remember that I told you to make 2 rows with this stitch. So we are here. We finished the first row and we finished with 2 arches with 5 chains. Then, to make the second row, turn around and we will go up with 5 chains, and we will insert the hook right in the top of the next shell, and right there we are going to make the first double crochet. Remember, out of 3 crochet, then 1 chain, a double crochet over the last double crochet, 1 chain, a double crochet over the last double crochet, 1 chain, a double crochet, 1 chain, and a double crochet. Remember, each shell it's out of 5 double crochet. Here we have a big hole. It means that we didn't take the 2 threads, so be careful. And again, make the double crochet, then 5 chains, and we are going to insert the hook right in the second arch, right between, then 5 chains, and we will jump to the next shell, and right there we are going to continue and make the second shell. And between double crochets we are going to make 1 chain, and like this we are going to continue. This is the second row that I told you to make as a homework, and now we are going to continue with the next steps to finish this beautiful cardigan. And at the end of the row we are going to make a double crochet. Okay, so like this, I'll put now instead of 5, 3 chains and a double crochet right there in the top of the last arch that we made in the last row, and we finished. As a homework I told you to make 2 rows, so now we are going to start with the third row because it would change a bit. We will go up with 3 chains, and right away we are going to jump and make the shell. Now instead of making a double crochet and between 1 chain, we are going to make 2 chains between double crochet. Okay, so I am going to review and make this row with you so you can see how it is. This row we change a little bit. That's why I didn't tell you to go on, because I needed to tell you this. So now we've finished to make the 5 double crochet with 2 chains between, and right away we are going to jump to the next shell and we are going to continue and repeat, making a double crochet, 2 chains, and a double crochet, then 2 chains. Remember that we have to make 5 double crochet, and in this case between 2 chains. At the end of this double crochet we will have something like this. We will jump right to the next one, we will jump the arches, and we will continue with the next shell. Well, 1, 2, and 3. These 3 rows are one series. So we are going to repeat as many series as we need until we get the volume of the skirt of the cardigan that we want. I will finish this row and I will tell you how we are going to start with the row number 1 so you can continue and let you go, okay? So for now let me finish this row and see you there. Well, so here at the end of the row we are just going to finish making a double crochet, and now we are going to allow to start with the second series and make the first row of the series. So we will go up with 3 and then 3 more. So we are going to go up with 6 chains, and we are going to make the 2 arches of the beginning. So we will insert the hook right in the first space, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and here we have 5 double crochets, right? So right in the middle we are going to make the first double crochet, and right there inside we are going to make the first shell. So we are going to make the double crochet with the 5 double crochet with 1 chain between, right there in the same space, like this. So here we are finishing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 5 chains. We are going to skip the space between the shell, sorry, next to the shell. So now we are going to insert the hook right next to it and make single crochet, then make 5 chains, and in the next space single crochet, 5 chains, and right in the middle of the shells, sorry, of the double crochet that we made of the shell, right there we will start and make the next shell. In the same space we are going to make together the 5 double crochet with 1 chain between. So let me review this row with you. Remember that this is the first row of the series. So we have 3 arches, remember, and 3 arches again, then the shell, and we finish and we will start with 2 arches, and then we will repeat the rows of the series until we finish. So now in the second row we are going to make 2 arches, single crochet, then 5 chains, and we will start. But we'll see you in a bit. I will continue, I will repeat more series, and at the end I will tell you how many. Well, here I want that you see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 series with shells. And in the last row of the series I made the picot so it could look nicer, right? So now I will show you how I made the last row with picots so you can see, and if you want you can make the same ending. So we will make 2 chains after the double crochet. We are going to come back where we started and take 1, then 1 chain, then make the next double crochet. Then we are going to make 1, 2, 3 chains, sorry. We are going to arrive to the middle and make single crochet. Again 1 chain, because we are going to make, and we always make, 1 chain between double crochet, and again the picot. And this is the last row that I will make in case that you want to make this ending, okay, for the edge. And this will be the last row, but remember I made 4 series. If you want, you can make more in case that you want this cardigan longer, or you can make less in case that you want this cardigan shorter. This will be up to you, so this will be the last row of the series that you want to make. Okay, so like this is how we are going to finish with a double crochet, and this is the end. But well, now that we are here, I will start making a single crochet row. This is the part where the neckline is. So I will make a single crochet row through all this part of the neckline. So while we are going to continue, please try to make this part a little bit loose. Try not too tight, because if not the shape will distort. So we are going to continue all around here. While you make this, try to hide these threads, and until we arrive to the other side, to the other front. And as I told you, I suggest that you try to respect the stitches that you had. Try not to skip, because if not it will reduce and it will look weird. Okay, so like this we are going to continue making a single crochet row all around. If you feel that you crochet too tight, we'll change the hook for a bigger number. And I think that like this we are going to make more rows of single crochet. Before I show you how I made the rows of single crochet, I want to show you how I joined the shoulder. Here I made some rows in zigzag. As you could see here, I have the thread. I take 1 stitch from here, 1 stitch from the other side, and I made chains, and as a zigzag I joined the shoulder. And we are going to repeat the same in the other side too. Okay, try to skip the same number of spaces and make the same number of chains so you can have the same ending. So once we join this, the shoulder with the pieces, we are going to have the hole for the armhole. So we will have something like this. Or if you want also you can sew it, but I suggest that you make this stitch because it perfectly blends with the rest of the stitch that we are using. So now here for the sleeve, we are going to make the first row of the series that was out of like the eyes, remember, out of chains. So we are going to make this row all around. Well, to make this, we are going to leave two waves to start with the stitch, okay? Because remember that according to the stitch that we are making the eyes, we are going to need these spaces to continue. So we will start right here using one thread and with our hook. We will go up with 1, 2, 3 chains, yarn over in the same space, make a double crochet, then skip one space and right there in a joint single crochet. Again 3 chains in the same place, a double crochet, skip one space and where is the joint, a single crochet. And like this we are going to continue all around the sleeve, and this will be the first row of the series. At the end, count how many eyes you made so you can make the same in the other sleeve too. Well, I want to show you I did get ahead with this sleeve. I count the eyes, I made 21, so I must have the same in the other sleeve too. So this means that we are going to have 10 and then one side plus one of the shoulder. And again, remember, when we make in this side, we are going to make it in the other side too. So take notes of how many eyes you make and also how many waves for the coming rows you will have, okay? We are going to repeat the same stitch that we were making, but now we are going to close the row. So we finish the row and we slip one to close, and then we continue with the next one, of the series. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 series. And I finish making the eyes, and over the eyes I start with the shells, and I make the same rows of the series. And don't worry, we are going to make the other sleeve together so you can see exactly how we start these rows and everything, okay? Made 4 series, and at the end I also made the picot stitch. So let's make together the other sleeve so I can give you all the secrets and tips. Well, we will here, remember I count and I have 21 eyes, the same number that I made in the other sleeve too. So now to continue, so according to the series, we will go up first with 6 chains, and then we are going to make single crochet right here in the joint. And like this we are going to continue all around making 6 chains and single crochet. This is the end of the second row of the series, right? So now to make the third row, we are going to slip until the center so we can start right there the row. So here in the middle we will go up with the 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then in the top single crochet. And like this, every time that we finish a row, we are going to slip one to close and continue making the rows in circle. Like this, we are going to repeat this series out of 3 rows until we get the long that we need. Remember that making this series and following this series, we are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series, and then we are going to change and make this series of shells. But I will show you how, because in some I took the complete eye and in some I only took the joint like I made here. So I will show you. For now let's finish this series first and then we will change and I will show you how. And also we are going to finish the row of single crochets that we are going to make in the neckline. We are going to finish this series and then see you there. So well, here I finished the series that I need. Now I'm going to start with the series of shells. So we are going to repeat the stitch that we made and that we use for the part of the skirt of our cardigan, remember? So here we are, we will go up with 3 chains and making the same space 5 double crochet. So the first 3 chains that we made will count as 1. So here we have 4 and 5. Then we are going to make 5 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5. We will skip one eye and right here in the join, single crochet. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and in the same place we are going to insert the hook and we are going to make this kind of a small eye, right? Remember that we made this in the first row of this series. So also we are going to make a review, then the shell with 5 double crochets together, of them the same place, then 5 chains. We will skip one complete eye and make single crochet, then 5 chains, and here we will insert the hook. We'll skip also one eye and single crochet. So look, 2 times we are going to make this small eye, and once we are going to make this extended eye. I want to show you how I made the other sleeve so you can see. Okay, so let me see where you can tell better the instructions. Okay, so here we have the extended eye, then we have the small eye, 1, and 2, the second eye, then the extended eye right here, and again 2 times the small eye. So like this we are going to repeat this series 2, 3, 4 times, and in the last row we are going to make the picot the same way that we made with the skirt of the cardigan. Well, and if you want a longer sleeve, well, you are going to make more series. Just to reduce the volume, that's why we make this little trick. It means extended, that we make this eye, remember. And then we are 2 times, we are going to make the small eye, like this, you see? This is what I mean. And we'll also remember everything that we are going to make, here in the neckline, 2 or 3 rows with single crochet to finish it, to give it a final touch. And well, with this we've finished. At the end we are just going to hide all the threads that we may have, and we are going to iron very gently and very soft. Remember to extend correct. If you want, you can use some pins so you can have the stitch like you want, because remember that once we iron, the stitch will be like this forever, even if you wash it, okay? So that's why the first time that we iron it, it's very important. So be careful and use this technique. And now let's see how it looks. So I give you homework, and once you finish it will look like this. I finished to iron it, I made the rows that I told you and also the series that I told you, and this is the result. I love it. I love how it looks. It's so fancy. I love also the color that I use. Remember to give me a like, to subscribe, and to share this video if you like it. It's very important to me. And also leave me a comment. I really appreciate all your words and all your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and don't forget to subscribe and to follow me in all my social media. Thank you so much and see you soon. Please stay tuned for coming videos. Take care. Bye bye.